Hello, and welcome to another wonderful Wild Wednesday. My name is Ashley, and this is PDF Files. What is a PDF file? A PDF file stands for PDF, Portable Document Format. The file format was created in 1992 by Adobe, basically to be able to share documents no matter what application, software, or operating system being used. So before that, you would just have things that were just, stuff for Windows, stuff for Mac, that kind of thing. So this was a way to be able to have this go between, any sort of computer, any sort of applications like, there's Microsoft Office, and then there's Open Office, and there's all kinds of things. And basically, to be able to use that, you can use it in different systems. It doesn't matter what you have. It makes a document, picture, etc., into an unchangeable fixed format. So it's almost like it's taking a snapshot or a picture of the actual document itself. So what is a PDF file continued? PDF files may contain a variety of content besides flat text and graphics, including logical structuring elements, interactive elements such as annotations and form fields, layers, rich media, including video content, and three-dimensional objects. The PDF specification also provides the encryption and digital signatures, file attachments, and metadata to enable workflows requiring these features. What can be in a PDF file? Text stored as content streams, vector graphics, or for illustrations and designs that consist of shapes and lines. So for those of you who don't know what a vector graphic is, it's basically a graphic, like a picture, without a background on it. So, if you see there's like little logos and things like that, normally there's nothing behind that. So it's kind of clear, so you can put it into anything. Raster graphics for photographs and other types of images, and multimedia objects in the document as well. What are PDF files used for? PDF files are used to send important documents so that they can't be changed. It's what they call a read-only document. So you would use this for like legal documents and things, because you wouldn't want a legal document going through where people can change something that you've already signed, for example. The government uses fillable PDF files for their forms, such as their passport applications, birth certificate applications, etc. So what you'll see is you'll go into the government website, you'll download a form that's a PDF file, and when you open it, it'll say it's fillable. So you can actually type in, your name, your address, your phone number, etc. You can type it into that actual file, and then you can save it. Once you save it, and you save it as a PDF file, it's then unchangeable, so somebody can't actually go in and mess around with it as well. Making a PDF file. In most word processing programs, you'll see an export command, typically under the file area of that. So in Microsoft Word, it would be under file, and you go down to export. When you click on export, it will give you some options. You want to click export to PDF. So that's what you would like to do to make it a PDF file. It will then take that document as it is currently and basically take a snapshot of it. So it's unchangeable. It'll just be, you can just see it. You can't actually change anything on it. It basically shows up almost like as a picture almost. Making a PDF file continued. It will then open the document to show you what it looks like. So it will open, the PDF will open, and you'll be able to see what the PDF looks like. You can then choose to share it from Adobe itself. So if you have the Adobe Acrobat Reader, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, or you can upload it to an email, etc. So if you save it somewhere on your computer, like in your downloads area, for example, on your desktop, even just on your phone, if you're saving it somewhere in your downloads there as well, or on the background of your phone, etc. These are all things that you can do as well. And then you would basically just send it that way. So don't forget to save the current document that you just made the PDF file from. So keep in mind that you're working on a document. Say it's a word processing document, like in Microsoft Word, for example. So you've typed out your Word document, and then you export it to PDF. So what it does is that document still remains the same as it is. It takes a snapshot of it, and that document then becomes unchangeable. However, this document still exists. You have to make sure you save this document out in case you need it again to make a change. And then once you make that change to the document, you then have to export it to PDF again, because now you're taking a new snapshot of the changes that you've made to that document. What software do you need to open PDF files? Adobe Acrobat Reader is an app that reads PDF files. It can be downloaded onto your computer, smartphone, or tablet. Adobe Acrobat Reader finds PDF files in your device and lists them for you to be able to go back to later. So for example, it will open it up and it'll say, okay, here's the PDF files that we found once you download Adobe as well. And it'll show you them on the ones that are on your computer. And so you can go back to them later and you can send them or do whatever you need to do with them as well. So it just kind of goes through and finds them. Even on your phone, on your tablet, it'll do the same thing. Adobe gives you options to share and save your PDF files as well. So there's you can go to the share and then you can choose how you want to share it. Or if you if you have it saved on your computer, then you can just basically take it from your computer and upload it as an attachment like you would in an email and do that as well to send it. There are other free PDF readers as well. So that's something to keep in mind too. Adobe is typically the one that is secure and it's when you download it and so on and so forth. But there are some other free PDF readers online as well. If your device is already opening PDF files, it means it has the PDF reader on it. So you don't have to go back and download it. If you click on a PDF file and it opens up, then you're good to go with it and it's working as it should. And this here is an example of a PDF file. So we all know our vaccination passports that we've been using. So this is mine. And this is opening up in a PDF file. So this is something I downloaded from the government website, as everybody has probably gone in and done. So just give you an example of what the PDF looks like. So once again, this is unchangeable. I can't change it. So like, sure, I can highlight things or whatever, but it doesn't actually do anything to actually change that file. It stays like this. So this is why governments would use something like this, because I can't go in and mess around with this file. So it's something that the government has created. It's kind of taken like a snapshot of it, and that's what I get. So this is just the Adobe Acrobat Reader on a computer. So you can see up here that there's different things you can do. So you can save it out if you'd like to do that. You can print it. You can highlight things on it and things like that. But you can't actually change the document itself. You can't change the letters or anything like that. So then they have like different things here that you can do. Editing the PDF is not an option for this, but there are ones that you can do. So for example, like I said, with the passports and things like that, like your actual passport to travel outside of Canada, you could actually fill that out because it's an editable PDF, which means you're filling out a form. But then once you save that form and you save it, as a PDF, it takes a snapshot of that information and then you can send it off to the government or whomever you need to fax it to or whatever. This is just to give you an idea. Once again, Adobe Reader is free. The only thing is though, is that, if there's extra things you want to do with it, then you can pay for an upgraded version. But for just plain Jane, just opening up the PDF files and being able to read them, you can do that with this program and that's no problem. If you'd like to make a tech help appointment with me in the future, my email address is librarytech@thebluemountains.ca. Have a great day.